we really don't need this right here. We can just return the results of our, oops. We can just basically return this without having to have that extra line of code. All right, so that should work. If we run it, boom, there it is. This is the time it takes to run. Then we need to set the if name equals main condition. That's a condition because it's a if underscore underscore name underscore underscore equals underscore underscore main underscore underscore, then do this. Okay, and we need to indent. Oops. Let's put this here. It doesn't need a doc string. Control tab. Oh. ¿Qué pasa? What's happening? There it is. ¿Qué pasa, man? So all it does, before it runs the code, it determines if the script is running as a main program or as a module. If it's running as a main program, then it gives it the main attribute. If not, it'll give the name of the document. So for instance, here, if we run it, it runs fine. Now, if I didn't have this right here, and this print was all the way here, and I had a few other things, if I imported it into another application or into another script and ran it as a module, it would return what I asked it to do in the other script, plus it would return this. But because I have this right here, and if I import it into another script, it will never return anything that is below this line. Okay, so this allows me to play with it right here, test it, run it if I want to as a main program, or I can use it as a module, and then if I use it as a module, it will leave anything below that line alone. Okay. All right. So let's turn. What else are we going to do? All right. Let's begin by removing this line since we're not going to be using it at this point. Or we're going to start from scratch. Let's put a little space into this. Why is it giving me? Oh, never mind. It's expecting something, and we'll put something in there later. All right. So let's start here. We want to return the results of this loop. So we're going to keep this line, right? We don't need what's inside at this point. So what we need to do, it takes a string and compares it to each character to every key in the Morse dictionary. Okay, let's rewrite this. Let's say it takes a text string and compares each let's say character to every key in the Morse dictionary, right? What else? If the Morse key is found in the text string, it adds the corresponding value to a list. What else can we say about it? Then that list is turned into a string with the dot join method. Okay. So let's start writing. So what do we need? We need to take the Morse dictionary, and what we need out of that dictionary is the key, which we already named Morse key, right? Key. Right. So what do we need to do after that? We need to for every Morse key in the text message, and if the Morse key is found in the Morse dictionary, then leave it. Oh, what am I missing here? Yeah, so I got one. Oh, yeah. I forgot something. Okay. That should work. And then we don't need the rest of this. And what are we? Let's test it. Okay. Let's call it my message. My message equals hello Kelly. All right. And then what are we going to do? What am I missing here? Okay. Okay, so we're going to call the function Morse message. Let's call it this. All right, let's create a variable for it. Morse message equals Morse, now the name of the function, this, parenthesis, and we're going to use my message, okay? What can we do? All right, so let's say print my message. Yeah, I print my message. No, I'm going to print. I misspelled this. Morse this. Morse this. Yeah. We're going to print Morse message. Save it. That's about right. Here we go. See, there it is. Plain. Now, if I were to, there it is. What was it? 4 or 5 lines of code turned all into a single line of code. I have more details will be in my written tutorial, and also I have links to very detailed descriptions into list comprehensions and the condition for name equals main and anything else that other people have done before. And we're going to create a new file and test it. All right, so let's create a new file. We're going to import Morse Pi. We're going to save it. Text. It's not a text file. Test 1.py. Okay. And we're going to call the function, so it's going to be print Morse Pi dot Morse underscore this, and we send a string which is hello world. Okay, and now it should call and return what I was looking for, what I'm asking it to do. And there it is, hello world. And what it's doing, and if you notice, it did not return what was on Morse Pi, okay, which is this. It leaves it alone. It's imported like any other module, and then you can call it as a method. Okay, one of the things I just realized, I'm not paying attention to what the script was returning, is that the symbol, the Morse code symbol for E is 1 dot, and it's something happening with the H. Oops. All right. And it seems to be that it's missing the H. I have an inclination to think that something is happening with turning the text string to lowercase. Let me test this. The corresponding Morse code for the letter H is 4 dots. Let's run this again. And there it is, 4 dots, as I suspected. So at some point in the past, while I was talking, writing, thinking, trying not to utter any ums, I missed something. Okay, let's see here. In the Morse Pi code, of course, I forgot to turn the text message to lowercase and reassign it to text message. Obviously, we could do text underscore message equals text message massage message dot lower, and that should fix the problem, right? Let's save it. Let's run it again. Let's put this in the H into uppercase and run it from here. Huh? What happened here? Let's close this. Should be 4 dots, right? As it is down here. And if we run it, something happened. Of course, I missed the underscore. Text message. And basically just to make sure, right? Text message, text message, text message. They all hit highlighted. All right, so let's test it and see how it's working. Let's clear this, run it, and there it is. Capital H has been turned into lowercase, and it returns the 4 dots, and then the 1 dot for the E. All right, so let's look back at this code. And to keep it clean, this is kind of a little bit dirty. You know, it's taking the text string and it's being the lowercase is being reassigned to this. Maybe what we can do is right here is write dot lower parenthesis and get rid of this line and keep it all in one line. It should do the same thing. Okay, so we say hello Kelly, and she's a friend who helped me realize this issue, and there it is, 4 dots for the equivalence of H, which has been converted to lowercase. If you leave it uppercase, it will ignore it and give out the next character. It's not going to give out an error. Let's see. Well, so that fixes that problem.